Okay, YouTubers, just came back from hunting, took out the Fisher F5 and the MXT, the whites. I started hunting with this one first, and I probably spent about an hour, hour and a half with it, and it was starting to get a little frustrating there. I set the discrimination all the way up, so all I was getting basically is the dimes, quarters, and pennies, no zinc, and I didn't have the gain up too high or the threshold too high or anything like that. Wasn't chattering or anything like that going through a park. Was a trashy park. So, but the thing is, this thing was coming up, 82, 83, 82, 100% confident. 100% confident it's a quarter, it's a quarter, it's a quarter. And so I keep digging. Here's my quarters. They look a little rusty up top. These are all my confident 100% quarters. And those were actually found on closer to the surface, and that said they were a quarter also. So after a while, I didn't know whether to dig or not to dig these things, because I didn't know if it was going to be a quarter or another screw top or pop top. The Tessero, Picaro, you turn the discrimination up all the way high and back it down, you will not dig one pull top. There'll be nothing coming up in that range. I don't know why. This one I got cranked all the way up, and you're still pulling up these rusty caps saying they're quarters. So that's kind of disappointing for this machine. So then, about the last, I was going to pull it out the last 15 or 20 minutes of hunting. I was going to pull out the whites and try that out. I got it fired up, got it ground bounced, flipped it up to the coin mode up top there, coin and jewelry. And if you pull, I guess you flip the trigger out front, it'll notch out pull tabs and nickels, I believe. And this one had a wrong signal on a quarter, but I can't blame it. This is the only wrong signal it had. It was a copper washer. So that's the only thing. I didn't pull any pull tabs out with this thing. And when it said it was a quarter, it was a quarter. And when it says a dime or penny, it was a copper penny or a dime. And when it said dead on zinc, it was a zinc. So this is all the goods I dug with the whites towards the end there. And it was very accurate. The thing is heavier. It's a lot heavier. It's a little more workout to swing. Used to have an XLT. And now I know why I shouldn't have sold it. This thing is really good. I don't know about for the prospecting part and shooting gold or anything like that. I don't think the frequency is high enough. I think it's only about 15 kilohertz or something like that. And I think the Tessero is about 14.7. So it's in the same range. But putting a smaller coil on this one would really be good. The pinpointing's right on, which is nice. You have that nice big open hole in the center there that you can pinpoint, and it's dead center right in the middle. And with this thing over here with your racing blades on the side here built in, those things love to catch on grass and short weeds like that. And when you're trying to pinpoint and get it close to the ground, it's all hanging up on that. So it doesn't slide too well when you're pinpointing. So that was my little take on the F5 and the MXT. Definitely for sure keeping the MXT. I'll get me a rechargeable pack for it. And I was very pleased in how it operated, and it had a real nice threshold tone to it. And when it rang on something, it was something. It wasn't just beeping for fun. So I'm going to have to sleep on it, but pretty sure I'll be boxing this one up and sending this one back. I think I'm done with the F5. Like I said, I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but that there kind of got me when I got this discrimination all the way up and was still pulling those things out, or I was still pulling those things out. So... And like I said, the whites didn't pull anything out like that. And the Tessero wouldn't pull anything out like that if the discrimination was all the way up. So, yeah, it does have decent depth. And the white says good depth. So, that's what I'm going to do. I think I might box it up. Let me know your guys' input, and I'll get back to you. And thanks for watching this little review here on the F5 and the MXT, or what I take on it. So, you guys have your own opinions, but... this is what I got from it. Oh, one last thing. I found out how to... I was trying to figure out how to get these things clean. Just regular old clad change. I got a tumbler from Harbor Freight. I think it was like $39, a double barrel one or something like that with a 20% coupon. Because, the coins used to look like this. And I kept putting different stuff in there. I put sand and some other stuff like that. I found if you use an ounce or two of Gojo, the hand cleaner has that kind of abrasive... sand stuff in it, but it's a hand like a degreaser. Throw that in there with just a little bit of water. I don't want to let this run overnight, so you can actually use these now. They won't look at you funny when you try to turn them in to store. So some Gojo and a tumbler So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and shoot me some videos when you guys get some hunts or digs or your opinions on what you got. Thanks. Goodbye.